The sun had just set, casting a warm glow over the tranquil valley below. A gentle breeze blew, rustling the leaves of the tall trees that lined the hills. At the top of the hill stood a small temple, its wooden walls glowing in the light of the setting sun. Inside the temple, a group of monks sat in meditation, their eyes closed and their minds focused. Among them was a young man named Koji, who had come to the temple seeking solace and guidance. Koji had always struggled with his self-confidence. He had grown up in a family of overachievers, and no matter how hard he tried, he always felt like he wasn't good enough. He had tried everything from therapy to motivational books, but nothing seemed to help. One day, he decided to seek the wisdom of the monks at the temple. He hoped that in their teachings, he would find the answers he was searching for. For weeks, Koji watched the monks intently, learning from their every move and word. He noticed how they carried themselves with grace and confidence, never doubting their actions or words. He wanted to be like them, but he didn't know how. One day, he approached the head monk and asked him how he could become more self-confident. The monk looked at him kindly and handed him a small mirror. "Look into this mirror and tell me what you see," the monk said. Koji peered into the mirror, expecting to see his own reflection. But instead, he saw a clear lake surrounded by mountains. Startled, he looked up at the monk. "I don't understand," Koji said. "The lake is your mind, and the mountains are your fears," the monk explained. "Just as the lake reflects the mountains, your mind reflects your fears. But if you can still the lake, you can see through your fears and find true confidence." Koji was amazed by the simplicity of the monk's words. For years, he'd been trying to overcome his fears, but now he realized that he just needed to still his mind. With the monk's guidance, Koji began to practice meditation every day. At first, it was difficult, and his mind wandered constantly. But as he continued to meditate, he found that his mind became quieter and more still. He began to see his fears for what they were, and his confidence grew. One day, Koji decided to put his newfound confidence to the test. He went to a job interview for a position he had always dreamed of. In the past, he would have been nervous and unsure of himself, but now he felt calm and self-sure. To his amazement, he landed the job, and it changed his life. He went from a shy, timid person to a confident and outgoing one. He traveled the world, met new people, and had experiences he never even dreamed of. Years later, Koji returned to the temple to thank the monks for their wisdom. As he walked up the winding path to the temple, he looked out over the valley below. In the distance, he could see the glimmering reflection of the lake, and he smiled. He realized that his journey began with a small mirror, but it had led him to a world of possibilities. By stilling his mind and finding his self-confidence, he had changed his life forever, and he knew that he would never forget the lessons he had learned at the temple.